grab some popcorn and get ready to witness the 10 most entertaining NFL fights. From punches thrown to helmets ripped off, these on-field clashes and off-field antics will have you laughing, gasping, and wondering what in the world happened. Number 10. In a disturbing incident that took place in October 2006, Albert Haynesworth, while playing for the Tennessee Titans, engaged in a reprehensible act that can hardly be classified as a mere fight, as his opponent had a little chance to retaliate. The incident occurred after Dallas Cowboys running back Julius Jones scored a touchdown. Haynesworth, in an outrageously aggressive move, removed the helmet from center Andre Garrod, leaving him vulnerable on the ground. Shockingly, Haynesworth then chose to stomp on Garrod's head, causing a gash near his eye and leaving a lasting impact on everyone who witnessed the brutality. The gravity of Haynesworth, in fact, he had taken off his helmet while still on the field, leading to his immediate ejection from the game. Recognizing the severity of the incident, the league responded swiftly, suspending the defensive tackle for 5 games without pay as a consequence for his shocking display of violence. Number 9. Seattle Seahawks practices are notorious for their intensity, particularly in the trenches where offensive and defensive linemen clash regularly. However, on August 3rd, tensions escalated when defensive tackle Frank Clark took things too far. During a scuffle between 2 other linemen, Clark threw a punch that landed squarely on Jermaine Ifedi, leaving him with a bloody mouth and sprawled out on the ground. Shockingly, this marked Clark's second altercation in the camp that year and his 3rd fight with a teammate, raising concerns about his aggressive tendencies. Number 8. The Patriot Way is synonymous with discipline and hard work, but sometimes even the most renowned franchise faces fiery showdowns. During a New England Patriots practice, tempers flared between Julian Edelman and the team's new cornerback. Edelman took exception to being held, leading to a full-blown scuffle that resembled a hockey fight. Helmets came off, and the 2 players tussled fiercely before being separated by others. The intense brawl prompted coach Bill Belichick to swiftly eject them from practice, emphasizing the team's zero-tolerance policy for on-field altercations. In the aftermath of the incident, the seasoned and wise Rob Gronkowski offered insight into why he avoids getting involved in practice field scuffles, shedding light on the importance of composure and teamwork in maintaining the Patriots' standard of excellence. Number 7. Joey Porter, the outspoken Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, found himself involved in a physical altercation that exceeded the bounds of his usual verbal confrontations. Less than an hour before the game was set to commence, tensions escalated between Porter and Cleveland Browns running back William Green. The situation quickly escalated into a heated exchange of punches, with both players unloading their frustrations on each other. Adding to the intensity of the brawl, both individuals even resorted to spitting in one another's faces, further fueling the animosity on the field. To compound matters, Terrell Smith, Green's teammate, also became embroiled in the skirmish. As a result of their combative behavior, both poured of $10,000 each on each of the players as a stern reminder of the consequences of such actions. For Green, the physical toll of the altercation was evident as he left the field with a bloody lower lip, serving as a visual testament to the intensity and consequences of their explosive clash. Number 6. Chuck Knoll became renowned for his coaching prowess, leading the Pittsburgh Steelers to 4 Super Bowl championships. He found himself entangled in both verbal and physical showdowns with none other than Czech Bednarik, an NFL legend known for his tenacity and toughness. The first confrontation occurred during Knoll's tenure with the Cleveland Browns, when he delivered a forceful blow to Bednarik's face during a punt. 4 years later, fate brought the 2 adversaries face to face again when Bednarik's Philadelphia Eagles squared off against Knoll's Browns. The game was fierce, but it was after the final whistle had blown that the real drama unfolded. Bednarik, known as the last of the 60-minute men, unleashed a punch at Knoll, igniting a full-blown fracas involving multiple players. In response to the altercation, Commissioner Bert Bell imposed a significant fine on Bednarik and insisted that he offer a personal apology. Well, Knoll didn't retaliate. The gesture did little to warm his heart, leaving a lingering sense of animosity between the 2 formidable figures. Number 5. The stage was set for an unforgettable clash when bitter NFC East rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, faced off on Thanksgiving Day in 1989, a game that would become infamous as the Bounty Bowl. The backdrop of this encounter elevated its significance as the rivalry between the two teams reached new heights with explosive allegations. Then Dallas head coach Jimmy Johnson publicly accused Philadelphia's head coach Buddy Ryan of placing a bounty on two of his star players, quarterback Troy Aikman and kicker Louis Zendejas. The atmosphere was already charged, and during the game, tensions escalated further, resulting in multiple skirmishes between the players. A pivotal moment came when Philadelphia linebacker Jesse Small delivered a powerful tackle on Zendejas during a kickoff, causing a concussion and sparking tempers to flare on both sides. The intensity of the game reached its peak, culminating in a significant altercation captured in video footage starting at the 2:14 mark. The 27-0 victory for the Eagles may have made headlines, but it was the underlying drama and animosity that made the Bounty Bowl a memorable and outlandish chapter in NFL history. The aftermath of the game saw both teams grappling with the fallout of the alleged bounty, adding an element of controversy and intrigue to an already fiercely contested Thanksgiving Day showdown. Number 4. In a classic display of training camp intensity, emotions flared between Noah Spence and Spence Gardner, resulting in a brief but fiery physical altercation. As tempers soared, Spence took things a step further and delivered a punch directly to Gardner's helmet, raising concerns about the potential consequences of such an impulsive move. While the skirmish was quickly broken up by other team members, the image of Spence's first connecting with Gardner's hard plastic lid lingered, serving as a stark reminder of the risks players take even during seemingly routine encounters. As tales of embarrassing hand injuries from players and coaches who lost their cool resurfaced, and the incident highlighted the fine line between passion and recklessness in the high-stakes world of football. Number 3. One of the most memorable clashes in NFL history featured Tennessee Titans cornerback Cortland Finnegan and the typically composed Houston Texans wide receiver Andre Johnson. Finnegan had built a reputation as an instigator, often provoking opposing receivers. And on November 28, 2010, his antics finally caught up with him during a heated encounter with Johnson. Throughout the game, Johnson and Finnegan engaged in a fierce battle on the field, with tension simmering as the contest progressed. However, it was in the fourth quarter when things took a violent turn. Right from the beginning of the play, the two players locked horns, resulting in their helmets being ripped off during the heated exchange. In an explosive burst of anger, Johnson forcefully pushed Finnegan to the ground before landing two powerful punches to his jaw, leaving an indelible mark on the memorable altercation. The swift and vicious nature of the confrontation caught everyone by surprise, and both players were promptly ejected from the game. Additionally, they received hefty fines of $25,000 each as a repercussion for their actions. Despite the intensity and ferocity of the brawl, neither Finnegan nor Johnson faced suspension, though the incident served as a stark reminder of the emotions that can erupt on the football field. Number 2. In an unexpected turn of events during a drill where tackling wasn't even on the agenda, Vontaze Burfict, known for his aggressive playing style, couldn't resist going full force against running back Gio Bernard. Burfict disregarded the drill's limitations and went low for Bernard's knees, raising eyebrows and tensions on the field. As his teammates took offense to the dangerous tackle on a fellow player who had just returned from a torn ACL, a heated scuffle erupted, involving a coach getting caught in the crossfire. Amidst the chaos, tight end Tyler Eifert engaged in a war of words with Burfict, refusing to let the matter rest even after the initial skirmish had subsided. While some dismissed it as a typical camp intensity, head coach Marvin Lewis didn't mince words, calling the pushing and shoving a futile waste of time. Number 1. This is one of the most recent ones on our list. Despite not having donned their pads yet, the Jets players have already engaged in 3 heated fights during a recent practice, as reported by multiple journalists who were present at the scene. The altercations captured by several fan videos involved defensive ends Jermaine Johnson and Michael Clemens, who were supposedly at the forefront of the clashes, along with several unnamed offensive linemen. In one notable incident, Clemens reportedly threw a punch at tight end Jeremy Ruckert, adding to the tension on the field. While the intensity of the practice session was evident, Jets coach Robert Saleh remained composed when discussing the events with reporters. With a smirk, he acknowledged the competitiveness of the practice and appreciated the offense's resilience while acknowledging the opportunity for improvement the next day. Last summer, Saleh had addressed such confrontations, permitting them with one crucial condition: no punching allowed.